All right, Brian Gossett with GM Sports Media out here at Grace Prep Academy, where the Lions take down Midland Christian, dominating fashion, 67-23. Head coach Josh Duke. You guys are now 19-1. You know, this was coming in, you know, number 2 versus number 3 in the state for TEPS 5A, and you guys won by 40 plus. Just initial thoughts about this win.
Yeah, you know, we have so much respect and just knew for Midland Christian, just knew tonight was going to be tough. And our guys before the game were talking about how they remember how physical and tough it was last year. And so I think we had an appropriate respect for the game, and that really helped us. And then I think too, like, you know, jumping up and getting on a big lead real quick, I think we really capitalized on that and really just never looked back.
I think after halftime it was 35-6.
Right.
So defensively, kind of talk about that again, just defense.
Yeah, you know, we were really keen, you know, on their 2 guys, 10 and 11. They've got a great team, but those 2 guys do the majority of the heavy lifting scoring. And, you know, they're guards that you know, need the ball and dribble it. And our deal was, man, we just want to really wear them out and make those decisions tougher and tougher as the game went on and fatigue them a little bit. And so I think we did a really good job of that. And, you know, in the second half, we started running 2 at them, give them a little pressure, give the ball up. And I think that really spurred on our second half run too.
In terms of the roster and the makeup of this team,
yep.
Is this a senior heavy or is it young?
Yeah, you know, we have 4 seniors. We've got 1 senior that starts, and we've got 9 juniors. And so, you know, this team isn't young. We've got experience. You know, we've got a bunch of kids back last year from our state championship run, which is awesome to have that experience. But, you know, we added a few guys as well, and we're just looking forward to continuing to play well.
Can you talk a little bit more about this start? You guys are 19-1, still in district, still undefeated in district. Just these things you haven't mentioned already, but just all the things that have led up to the success.
Yeah, you know, I think, you know, with the group that we had, I wanted to challenge us in non-districts, you know, playing a really good 6A school in Parish Episcopal, playing at Jump Hall, playing, you know, Mesquite High School, Flower Mound, trying to, you know, play public schools, 5A, 6As, and just challenge us, because, you know, all that non-district stuff is great. It's a measuring tool, right, measuring stick, but once you get to districts, obviously that's where we want to have the most success. And you know, having teams like Lubbock Trinity, Midland Christian, Grapevine Faith in our district, you're going to get tested night in and night out. And so that's something that I wanted to make sure that we did. And you know, going 12-1 in the non-district wasn't necessarily something that we were planning on. But you know, every time you go out, you're playing your hardest trying to win. So it's been successful for us so far.
What is your message after every game to this group of kids in terms of, yeah, it's great, you know, you guys want to win, you want to win every game you play, but just kind of stay level-headed. You know, obviously this is a big one tonight between the top 2 in the district.
Yep.
You know, celebrate it, and then next day you're back.
Yeah, you know, one of the big things that we've talked about since day one, and really with this core nucleus of kids for 2 years, is not being complacent, and that, you know, there's a big target on our backs night in and night out, and the second that we start to get complacent with results that have not, you know, been from the previous nights, previous games, is the second somebody sneaks up on you. And like I said, our district is good, and so, you know, we don't have off nights in that regard. But you know, having that core nucleus of kids back that made a state championship run last year and the year before coming up short, you know, it's something that, you know, we've been there, we've seen it, we've done it, and I think that just kind of shows in this year's results being 19-1 and us not being complacent.
Finally, you know, during the break, I was looking at your trophy case out there and seeing all the plaques for boys basketball. You know, just for people that don't know boys basketball here at Grace Prep and the tradition, you know, just give me a few sentences on what it is.
Yeah. So I've been affiliated with Grace Prep since 1998 when I was a first grader. Graduated from here in 2010, so I've got a good handle on the history. But Chris Hall was the first head coach. He's a varsity assistant at Arlington Martin right now. He's the first head coach here and was here for a long time and really started the tradition and set the standard. Ray Forsett, after him, Richie Alfred after him. All three of those guys are just career basketball guys. And so the history and things that I get to call back on from when I was here and when I played, and then from competing against them when I wasn't here. When kids come to play at Grace Prep, they know that there's guys that have gone before them that have played at the highest level, and they know that the standard is set really, really high. And it doesn't necessarily mean wins and losses, but it means honoring those that have gone before us and playing to that standard that those coaches instilled in me that I want to instill in them.
Awesome job again. Grace Prep here at home takes on Midland Christian 67-23. Head coach Josh, appreciate it.
Appreciate it.